Hi everyone, and welcome to Cooking with Cricket. Today I'm going to bring you along as I do a pressure cooker meal, and I'm going to make potatoes gratin, or potatoes gratin, with my country accent. So in my pressure cooker, I'm going to put it on the brown setting. I have 2 tablespoons of butter in here I'm going to let melt. And then I have 1 small onion that I finely diced. You can just finely chop it up, but I had my food processor out anyway to chop my potatoes, so I put my onion in there. Now I had a green jalapeno pepper that I needed to cook before it went bad, so I put that in here too. And I also have 2 cloves of garlic. Now I should not have put my garlic in with my onions because I needed to add my garlic that I've sauteed my onions, but it'll be alright. While my butter is melting, I'll talk to you about my potatoes. I took about 4 small to medium sized potatoes, thinly sliced them, which I did in my food processor on the slicer blade. You want about 1 pound to 1.5 pounds, and I've washed them and let them set in cold water. Now I'm adding my onions and my jalapeno, which is optional, in my pressure cooker, and we're going to saute these until they become just translucent and tender. Now once they did that, then we would have added our garlic and let that cook for about 30 seconds. Alright, my onions look good. Now's when you would add the garlic and just a 1/2 teaspoon of dried thyme. I'm going to let that go for about 30 seconds. Now I'm going to turn the brown setting off. Just cancel out everything. I'm going to add 1 cup of chicken broth. I'm going to add 1 cup of heavy cream. Give that a little mix. And now your salt and pepper is to your taste. Now we don't want to just drop our potatoes in there because, you know, they could be stuck together like that. So we're just going to kind of carefully layer them in there. Or just make sure that they're separated. It don't have to be perfect. It don't have to be perfect. And you just need enough liquid to cover your potatoes. Just your top layer of potatoes should be partially covered with the liquid. Mash them down a little bit. Okay, a few more can go over here. Okay, that looks good. Now we're going to lock our lid in place. Make sure that we have the valve set right. We're going to cook this on high pressure for 7 to 8 minutes. I'm going to go 7 minutes. And then once that gets done, we're going to do a quick release. While our potatoes are cooking, in this small saucepan over medium-high heat, I have 1 tablespoon of butter, and I'm going to let that get melted. I have 1 cup of panko breadcrumbs. These are the Italian-style panko breadcrumbs. That's all I had, but plain is fine too. We're going to give these a good toss and keep them tossed, and we're going to lightly toast them and then just set them aside. My 7 minutes are up, and I'm doing a quick release. Just be very careful. And I'm going to check my potatoes to make sure they're tender. If they're not tender, I'll put them on high pressure again for just a couple of more minutes. Just about there. I'm going to put them on high pressure, and it won't take it long to come back up to pressure or anything because it's already being that way, and it's good and warm for about 3 more minutes. Alright, my potatoes are done. I did another quick release. And now I have a 1/2 cup of grated Parmesan cheese. I'm going to sprinkle over the top. Now, with the lid off, we're just going to let this set for about 5 minutes. That'll give this time to cool down some before we serve it. Now, I'm not pouring the breadcrumbs over the top of this. The breadcrumbs will go on each individual serving, so that way if someone don't want them, they don't have to have them. And also, while this is setting, it will give the potatoes time to absorb a little bit more of the liquid and everything. Now, I could have added some more potatoes because it is a little soupy, but that's kind of how I like it anyway. That's how I even like my scalloped potatoes. So I could have added just a little bit more. Very good. Very, very good. And it really depends on how thick that your potatoes are for how long that you would need to pressure cook them. I would start out around 6 or 7 minutes and then test it like I did. But these are very good. And my family likes it. So thanks for coming along as I make this in my pressure cooker. My potatoes gratin, or country accent, potatoes gratin. And thanks for watching. Give me a thumbs up if you like the video. Comment because I love hearing from you. And don't forget to subscribe and check out my other videos. And until my next video, I hope you enjoy. Bye, y'all.